Hello everyone, I'm High Treason. Welcome back to Let's Play The Long Drive. It takes about 2 minutes to load the game now. Oh shit, look at that. Those cars are gone. Oh no, they're just stuck in the rock formations. I guess they ping to the floor. We should have moved it, because now we can never drive this. We might be able to get that one out of there, but yeah, I ain't doing that. Do we need jizz or anything? I don't think we did we? We'll have a quick look. Yeah, like I said, my guess is things probably snapped to the floor height. I ain't playing around in there. It's full of, why am I... Whoa, that's weird. My guess is that there's something under there. Let's just get back in the car before something bad happens. I get bad vibes about this. So, let's do that again. So, the purpose today to get to 4620, which is, why's the frame rate so bad? Should go away once we get out the way of the building. It'll be all the calls to the physics system. Oh no, really, it's only about, what, 40k away or something? I mean, we're at 4576, so that's 86, 96, 106, you know, 116. So it's 44k to go, which is, can't quite read the odometer. 348, yeah, so 92, 392 on this. Realistically, we want to get to like 400 on this, I guess, or just want to go as far as we can. But yeah, we're basically back on track, like as of the end of the last episode. We're now well within line with my calculations. So we shouldn't be too bad unless I do something stupid. I'm not driving too fast just because how fucking extreme this terrain is now. Yeah, this is late game. Take screenshots because I think it looks cool. And you'll notice I don't go as fast as I did just because of all the gnarl in the road and everything, all the road holes. Like, there you go, see? Do we want to be doing 160 plus kilometers over that? I don't think so. If you want to do it, you go right on ahead. You take your car over there. You bust your fucking suspension and fly through your windscreen. I wouldn't be opposed to that, like, to be honest, in the game. Like, if you crashed really hard, like, actually flying out the front of the car, like, just ragdolling the player character. That would actually be pretty cool. Like, I think you should have to crash at a ridiculously high speed to do it. If we go off that side... Oh, God. There's we managed to stop. Did we break anything on the car? I did not. I'm honestly surprised. That was a very near miss. I don't know if we can start on this. No, we're going to roll back. Don't do that, you fucking idiot. No, go. Go! Oh, God. I think we might be better staying down here until it levels with the road again. But it's going to be a bit rough. God, this reminds me of the early versions of the game with the cliff roads. The cliffs and canyons. There we go. Oh man, it is rough here. It's getting very rough. Don't know how fast we can drive. The road will smooth out again at points. Like, it's not going to be this all the way to the end, but we probably will see a bit more of it. Ugh. Like, we will just be in and out of this sort of stuff now. 100k an hour average will get us where we need to be, but yeah, late loading rocks, evidently they're back on the table now. You know, maybe driving a truck with like a beefed up engine somehow would be the thing to do out here, but they don't handle well at high speed, so really I just don't think there's much you can do. It's pick your poison. What do you want to have the most trouble with? I mean, I'll stick to the car. I'm beating it up a little bit now. This is uphill, so it's a little bit safer being silly going up the hill. Okay, foot off the brake pedal for the first time in a while. It's been resting on it. You can just floor it up here, but this is going to be a steep one, I think. Don't know how high it'll go. Might go quite high. Might just piss her out at like not a lot. Oh man, my car struggling now. It's not going to be easy to get to the end of the road. Here we go, coming down to 60k. It's levelling out a little bit. Do you want to bet if this will be the top or not? I don't think so. Flattens out a little bit. Still going to have a decent gradient to it. Fucking hell. It's going to guzzle more fuel. We do need to find a boat, but like I say, we're not in urgent need. You know, we've easily got like 300k left in it probably on this much fuel. We should be able to finish the game in this car. We'll need more fuel to get there, unless we've got a very short road, but to be honest, once we fill this tank up again, that probably will get us to the end. And as I've said, I'm not likely to change car just because things are so sparse now. The odds of being able to do another car up, you know, and get it fully going by the time we get to the end of the road, like, is just not good. So unless I find like some really cool car in immaculate condition, this is probably going to be the game finisher car. This is probably what we're going to roll over the line with. Jeez. It's getting tough. It is getting tougher. I have to concentrate now. I had a look on speedrun.com today to see if they had any categories for this game. Didn't find any. So until proven otherwise, I am actually going to declare myself the best at this game and the fastest, like out of people who have posted playthroughs of it at least. Yeah, I'm the quickest in Let's Play %. Shut up. Ugh. Oh man, I don't think we want to play with him. Get me out of there. Let's stop at this bunker. Like, just, nah, shall we? Shalln't we? Don't need any more pee. Could do with some more shit at some point. My car won't be running out of water. So I'm going to drive on by. Ta-ta, bunker. It was nice seeing you. Haha. I wonder what that was then. I thought there was an object in the desert. I was like, water tower, I think. That might be a bird. See, on that line, it almost implies there should be one close by, but they're probably going in that direction. I think it is a bird. It's a long way. I'm not going down there. I'm hoping the mountains end for a while and we get a boat on a flat. Like I said, if I get to a quarter tank, I will go to a far out boat. We're so slow here, I don't mind driving in third person on this bit so much. It's still difficult, but we're going slow enough that I don't car that much. Something over there, but it's probably just the top of a mesa I'm seeing. Unless it's a building and it's narrower than I think. I mean, it could be a boat, but I don't think it is. Nah, it's... What is that? Is that the top of a mesa? I do believe so. It's got to be. At that sort of scale, like that sort of distance. That's a mesa. I don't need those. We've got plenty of those. We will go out to one someday, like I said. Probably once we've reached the end of the road, I'll do it. And if there's any outstanding questions you've got for me, I'll do them. I'll maybe do an extra part after the fact and just like do things that you've asked me to do. Because I'm recording ahead of time, so you know I have to try and guess what people might ask me to do. I've tried to explore a lot of the game, but there's some things I'm bound to miss, things that, you know, I've probably already done and just aren't obvious to me, and people who aren't familiar with the game probably really want to fucking test or something, like, well, what if you do this? Yeah, we got a little bit of wheel spin there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, a little bit more. Just a little bit. Bitch, you sang this song's a whore. I don't actually know how to sing it, so maybe not. Yeah, come on. Go! Are we going to make our target distance? I don't know. Might be stretching it a bit today. We might be down to the 50-kilometre range at best today. Radio tower. Honk if you hate radio. That audio issue's got worse out here, hasn't it? It's like the, whatever causes that is, you know, some precision issue or something with distances. And yeah, a game seems to have much more problems with things like that when you get real far out. We are about to cross into the 4600 range anyway. Fucking hell, you just can't drive fast on these roads anymore. But yeah, 4600, we are very close to crossing over 4600k. That truck didn't look fantastic. I really don't want to drive one of them out here. Okay, we're going down a mountain again. Hopefully there's a bird. The road looks like it flattens out a bit actually. It seems to go around to the right and then drop off. So we can stay a little bit faster for now, just while we can. Corner I think is going to be reasonably sharp. I can't see round it. Okay, there we go, it's rough. No rocks in here, is there? Yeah, there is. You see, that's why I slow down before these blind dips. I've told you before. Rocks sharp in them, you can't see them, and if you're going fast, well, you're going to hit the fucking thing. Terrain seams, that's good. Rocks. This is why I don't want to go fast, because if we crash the car, it'll take up even more time. Holy shit, man. What did I say about coming down on these roads? I'll try and stay 100 or higher, but I don't know if I can do it. It's a little bit... Oh, this is some David Mann shit. So this probably isn't actually flat, this bit that's coming up. It just looks flat to us now. It's coming off such an extreme gradient. I don't see any burps. That is a death hole there. If we go, like, rolling down the mountain, there's a very good chance that we're not going to, like, come back in a hurry. The car will just roll and fucking roll. It's entirely possible all the bits will come off and we will not be in a very good place. Mostly because we'll be down a fucking hole at the bottom of a mountain. So like between, we're just surrounded by mountains. Like they're shorter mountains, you notice. You go up them and come down them in less time, but that makes them steeper. It makes them more gnarly to drive on. Oh, the oil lights come on. I knew I forgot to do something. That is not what we want when we're going up mountains. I should have stopped in that bunker. It could be a long time before we see another building now. Okay, the engine temperature might creep up, but we should be okay on that. We've got a good radiator. We should still be full of water. So we're going to push on, because there's not much else we can do. Okay. I won't lie, it's making me a little bit nervous being out here. The oil situation isn't. You know, how long is it since the oil was full? We have about that amount of time again. The oil light doesn't come on until it's halfway gone. And whilst the engine will get really, really weak if we run it out of oil, and then eventually stop and not be able to run, it won't damage it. The game doesn't have a damage model. And so, you know, we could easily drive a couple 100k on it as it is, and we're bound to find more oil in that time, even if it's not necessarily a lot. You know, we should be able to sustain our car in that time. We should be able to keep it going. Gonna slow down here just so I can do an outside look around. See if I can spot boats or anything. I don't see any. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Let's get back in the car. Do what we can. It's deadly terrain. It's not nice out here. 371. I believe we are now, like at this point, 4,600k out. Plus whatever we did in the spaceship all that time ago. We're probably about broken even, to be honest, from all the walking around and driving in little loops around buildings we've done, because that does all add on. These don't usually have oil, but we'll stop for a look. Especially as I want a quick break from the driving. It is quite stressful to drive in these places. Nah, there's no oil here. No bottles. Nope, nothing. Get back in the car. Yeah, just climb through that bit of the door. Yeah, it is right now. We're at 348. We're easy. We're actually might be 10k over, to be honest. It's hard to math and drive at the same time, but in any case, I'm confident we'll get to within my calculated distance at this part number, which it's making it look like we will be finishing the game in the high 80s, low 90s of part numbers. Possibly sooner, to be honest. We might be able to get it done by the mid-80s. Mid-80s, that's good. There were quite a few records out by then that were pretty good for that decade. A lot of good songs from like 88 though. Weird. 1988 was a good year for music. There's a lot of songs I seem to like from that year. This is why I don't want to drive too fast. Because it's downhill. I don't know if you can tell. Like, you probably can now, but that was downhill already. And so it tries to push the back end of the car around. It's as if it tries to lift up and... Oh! This poor car, like, of all the places it could be, it ends up in the roughest fucking roads. Okay, these usually have oil in them, so we're going to stop here. I can see snow mountains. Are we going in there, I wonder? Okay. See if there's oil. Not too worried about gasoline, we'll leave that in case we need it on the way home, but oil. Do we have oil? Oily, oily, oil, come on. We don't. Those do still spawn. I'm going to take a screenshot of that mirror just because it's so fucking rare to see them now. I mean, look at that. When's the last time we saw mirror spawn on its own? See, it does reflect. It is reflective. Like, even when it's not on the car, you can reflect mirrors in mirrors. You know what I'm going to do just because they're so fucking rare? I'm going to take it. I'm glad I stopped here. Now, that could be oil in there. No, it's gas. Okay, well, we'll leave that. This can go on our roof. It's our last car. We can afford to be messing with it a little bit. Wow, that's nearly empty, that basket. My paint fell over. Okay, we didn't check the roof, but... Like I say, we're fine. We're not in urgent need of it, but it is a little bit more stressy out here just because of how far away it can be from one place to another. But yeah, we are over 4,600. I just did the math, and we're probably about 4,604 at the moment, which leaves us what 16k to do. I think we can do that. We have about 20 minutes left, something like that. So, you know, as long as we average a decent speed, we can do fine, but as you can tell, my engine is down on power now, and we are going to be going uphill again, so that's going to affect us a bit. I didn't look how much oil was in there. It's probably about 1.8 litres right now. Maybe getting down to 1.7. It doesn't use it up that quick, but it does seem to go faster once it's gone past, but it doesn't really actually, I don't think. Oof. It's probably just that you pay attention to it more. That's a fucking shit milk coloured rock. No boats again. Really do with a boat. If we found a boat, that would solve all of our problems. But they don't seem to be spawning very close to the roads anymore. It isn't that steep. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse. Pardon me. I just had a sandwich before I started playing, so... Man. It is weird though, because it does still have that sort of peaceful feeling out here. Like, it feels like a dead world, but it also feels strangely peaceful when you're this far out. You really do feel alone out this far. The car's dragging its arse on the road. Shagging its fucking bag out. No one seems to say that one anymore, hanging its bag out. I used to wind one of my friends up by saying it wrong. You know, like, fucking hell, it's dragging its bag off and shit like that. Yeah, memories. Anyway, give me a boat, you bastards. Give me oil. It's a desert, there should be oil underneath it, can't we just dig? You know, everyone hears about them rich Arabs and their oil under the sand. If you get it just right, you can see the grass that's under the road. Woo! And you can see the road under the grass. I'm not sure I should be sat outside the car. I feel like I'm missing information about the road I'm on here. All these ktish noises. I don't know if you'll hear them because the audio quality seems to take a bit of a shit once it gets YouTubed. I think it's in the encoding process. Probably don't have the settings set up very good, but there we go, there's the magic spot. Yeah, I'm getting back in the car, fuck this. Okay, this isn't terrible, we're doing 80. I mean, it's not that steep, so you can see how much power we're losing. Ooh, man, that's ugly. Let's not look at that. There is actually a bug in the game where the underworld stays up, or like sometimes when you save and load, the world height changes a bit, and then you can't drive on that bit. And you've got to go around. It's very, very rare. It's never happened to me, actually, and I've only seen it happen to someone else playing this. So the odds of us running into it are extremely low, and I still haven't heard that machine noise either. It doesn't make me think it's maybe been patched out, or that's just pot luck as to whether you get it, because I do think it's a bug. But like I say, you never can be too sure with this game whether it's a bug or if it's just some really, really obscure random event that not many people know about, because there are things in this game that are in it that people actually deny being in it just because they're so rare they've never seen it. And then there is things that aren't in the game that people say are in it, so hey, you know. Oh dear. I do not claim to be an expert on this game. I think I know more than the average player just because I'm that sort of person where I like to know a lot about the game I'm playing if I enjoy the game. No fucking oil. What the hell? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm guessing this is a bunch of fucking YouTubers or something up there. Can't I get something in the game? I'm the best at it, so it's only right I get something in here. Hey Dev, if you're watching this, like, I want some reference to me in here. Just put the evil eye that I have as my avatar. I don't have that as my avatar. Well, I might change it. Yeah, put my evil eye as like something in the game. I don't know. Just put it on a fucking cap on some kind of container or something. Hide it all over under the road. so people just see it if they look out at the wild. Put it on a special spaceship that only spawns like every fucking 10,000th time or something. I don't know. But on the top of the lamppost, nobody ever looks at that. But up there would be looking at everyone else. Sheesh. Is this snow? I think it is snow. We're entering a snow biome. I mean, that other one didn't really count. Stupid rocks. Yeah, the game's denying us oil, so might have to pee in it or something. Eat enough fatty food, that'll have some oil in it. I've seen it. That fucking Chubby Chicks was always had like a layer of oil on the top of it. So, you know, figures right. Ugh. Man, if you flew off that side now. Yeah, I don't want to. Losing power. I've put the handbrake on, I'm going to sleep. Will it start moving again in the morning? Do I want to check the oil level? I'll do it if I can do it without getting out of the car. Right. Yeah, I was right, 1.8. Cool. I think I'm quite comfortable with the mechanics in this game. We're now below half a tank of fuel, as we knew we would be. I'm still not panicking. Like I say, we got plenty of fuel. We can do another couple 100k on that, and we should, you know, if we don't find a boat by the time we're at a quarter tank, I'll start pouring fuel in from the buildings. It's just, as I say, we intend to drive home someday, and I don't want to use all the fuel up. Bit of forward planning, you got to do it if you want to get things done in the future. So that's what we're doing. Let's not drive too fast. I can't see over this bit. Yeah, there you go, you see. I was right to slow down. There was a rock there, only on this one. No. Not taking chances so much this far out. So if we lose things that are important, not much chance of getting a new one, you know. And we have to make this vehicle last now, and that is going to mean slowing down a bit. We did massive distance on that previous part, and I'm pleased with that. It got us back up to where we need to be, and now we just have to concentrate on holding on. As long as we stay on track, we should be fine. You know, we're not doing terribly. We actually have plenty of time left. The turn has changed, hasn't it? Much more methodical now. Much slower, much more reserved. I'm not as aggressive anymore. That's the thing, we've been on this journey. It has been a long, long journey, and it's nearly over, and we don't want to fuck it up at the last moment, do we? Do we? Well, maybe you'd like it if I did, because you're a sadistic bastard. That's not very nice. I didn't do anything horrible to you. Is there anywhere I can get more shit in here? Oh, come on, I need more shit. That's a nice colour. That's not like an emeraldy colour. Just put a fucking Slytherin badge on the top of that and fucking good to go. Slytherin. Slytherin. I still want to know why I read it that way when I first read the book. Just purely because I didn't say Gryffindor, so why did I say Slytherin? Strange how that sort of thing happens, isn't it? Oh, I should order fucking know. Piss. There we go. Let's dealt with her. Teach her a lesson. Here. How about you watch some TV while you're in there? Put it on for you. There. Bloody beds there. They're just camping out here, I think. I'm not taking the bike. No way, not on this terrain. Ooh, man. That should make the light go out, but just barely, so it's still not full power, but it's better than we were. Takes the pressure off a bit. It shows us that we can net gain on oil. Just. Like, the light probably will come back on, like, very soon. Okay, we can see where the road goes off on the right there. Okay, slow down, because I can't see what's ahead. Blind dip. Blind dirt. That's what we should do. It's like a channel we should collectively pen together and do a fucking blind dirt like thing, like that show that used to be on telly. That'd be really cool. I'll be the presenter, and Newton will sit around in chairs and like I'll ask like, you know, tell you stupid things, and you can ask like intrusive questions and stuff like that. I don't know. At the other contestants, and I'll just laugh. So that was when TV had some semblance of class left. You know, that show was considered trashy. And now look at the modern day equivalent where you got people sat around fucking naked and shit. No fucking class left on television. It's no good. Well, I'm not against things like that existing. It's just, you know, that the old show's not around anymore. They don't make things like that now. They just make garbage. It's like, really? This is what you have to do to keep people watching the fucking idiot screen, is it? Man, that's low. That's pathetic. Look at the state of this. Good God. Oh. Yeah, we have to drive on this now. We stayed on the gas and the brake for a lot of this, because it's my way of driving. You know it is. It's a game. Games do not equate to real life. No brake wear in the game. No damage model for things like that in the game. Might as well leverage that. And then the next time I drive a car with an automatic transmission, I'll ruin it because I'll be habitually doing this. Now, I don't tend to run into roads like this where I come from, so... Well, the glass on the gauge cluster looked pretty nice in that light. That's snow biome. It's actually quite a big snow biome. Okay, let's push on. Yeah, there is a potential cheat that I've thought of here that we're not going to do. But you could put that F4 camera like under the road and you'd be able to see rocks come in, I think. Let's give it a go. There, it would be a bastard to do, but I mean, you could totally do it. You'd be able to see like if there was a rock up ahead. I don't want to, because you got to concentrate on two screens, and B, it's a bit cheap, isn't it? You know. Plus, the performance probably won't like it very much as we get further out here. Okay, any oil? Oh, slid the back end then. Driving like professionals. Leave out the way, boys. Leave it to professionals. That's more gas. Well, I might take like that little gas then. I'll make some more poo while we're in here. There we go. Gotta make poo. Yeah, no gas up there. Yeah, we'll pour a little bit in. Yeah, we've got plenty left, really. Yeah, we've still got oil in there. Oh, look, so I don't really see any blue in the smoke. So, we'll probably end up in a situation where it says 99% gas, but doesn't say 1% oil. I always like when that happens. Leave you to guess what the remaining sort of fraction of a percent is. Water. Tards. I don't know. It would be quite funny if you could stuff those down the gas tank. It just prevented the car from ever running again. Like, it just disabled that car chassis forever. Because there's some cars I've driven in this game and I've hated so much that I just want to make sure they never drive again. I know someone's going to be looking at the readout in the top right and be like, man, what is he doing? That is fucking weird. And yeah, I know it is, but it works. So I know what I'm doing. I've been playing this game for quite a long time now, thank you very much. So I know what I'm making it do. I know it's unorthodox, but I also know it works under the game mechanics that we have to play with, so it's my way of keeping the car under control, and it works, evidently, as the car is currently under control on an ice road. We're no longer in the ice roads. We're going a bit too fast for this, so we'll have a very quick scan around. Now we're going to slow down just a bit, avoid the rock. Going to spin out. Kept it spinning and got it back. Didn't see the rock coming until it was kind of too late, so, you know, it's been a bit reckless there. Wow, it really wants to skid on this. Really, really wants to skid on this road. We could just be up and down mountains forever now. Like I say, it probably will flatten out a little bit, but don't count on it doing it for a very long time, if at all. We've made it 400k, so we've done our minimum distance, and we, you know, beyond our target for our calculation for our estimated distance at this stage. So we are pretty much good to go and just stop at the next building, or when we run out of time, whichever comes first. Really, I'm hoping we get a building, because that is a big fucking mountain that is going to send us up. Look at that. That is actually quite intimidating to look at, I gotta be honest. In this car, in its, you know, this not really much oil, you know, a diluted fuel, yeah, it'll go up it, but it might be a bit of a fucking slog. Not sure I want to take that on in this part. I'm probably just going to stop at this building, and we're going to take that on next time. So, until the terrain loaded over it. Yeah, these usually have oil at least. This is good. We're going to do the oil now, in case something happens to the items between me being here now and coming back afterwards. And as soon as we get it topped up, we'll find a boat. There's a Plymouth in here. I'm not taking it. Because, like I said, to get all the pieces this far out, have you seen how fucking sparse the spawners are now? You know, do you really want me to be faffing about until the end of the game? I don't think so. I think everyone would be in agreement that what we should do is just fucking go for it. We should just push on, get ourselves to the end. We can worry about this sort of stuff in a few months when we're coming back. Oil. Now, so the container type is never a guarantee. That is oil in there. It should have gone farther, ain't that heavy? Realistically, we should have just kept hold of it and just added more oil if we found any. I have quite a bit of time to faff about here, so I'm just going to take my time. It's quite nice to not have to really worry or anything, to not really have to pressure myself. We could use that fuel in this car, and that would get us a full tank, but I'm not going to, because I believe it's poor. So we'll leave it there in the hopes that it stays in existence on the way back. Or we might need all the fuel we can get. But now we should be back up to full power and normal temperatures. High Treason, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one, but as usual, first, a manual save. Yeah, Emmanuel Save is famous. I hope you've heard of him. Alright, petite, the finest girl you ever want to be. Let's see here. 7-8 dash. Waiting on you, game. 4634. There you go. We're over target. Not by as much as we used to be, but we're coming back up. Really, we're way ahead when you think about it. Most people take over 100 episodes now along to get out here. My trees, and thanks for watching. I will see you again in the non too distant future.